So it seems like dysfunction is back within the New York Knicks, which makes no sense considering they're just in the Eastern Conference Final. Now there's rumors circulating that Thibodeau was fired more so because of James Dolan and not as much as a Leon Rose decision. And this is where we are kind of headed back in that same direction with the Knicks, where the owner, James Dolan, who also owns my favorite team, which is the Rangers, he mulls more with the Knicks than the Rangers. Because it's really weird, right? So James Dolan is the owner of both teams, obviously owns Madison Square Garden. The Rangers had one of the worst seasons ever. He fires their coach, but he allows his GM, Chris Drury, to do so. Doesn't fire the GM, who mishandled the Trouba situation, in my opinion. Not that I care, but he mishandled it. Mishandled the Barclay Goodrow situation. Had a locker room essentially turn against him, but in fact they really only turned against the coach. Chris Drury doesn't go anywhere. Then you go to the Knicks side of things, where you get Leon Rose, who brings in Karl-Anthony Towns in this blockbuster trade right before training camp. Thibodeau probably is not a huge Cat fan. I mean, he had to probably okay it a little bit. They did play together, but he lost a lot of his defensive prowess with losing Randall and DiVincenzo. Gets this guy, brings the team to the Eastern Conference Finals Game 6, which should have gone Game 7 if they didn't blow Game 1. I'm not saying they would have won and been in the finals, but who the hell knows, right? Fires Thibodeau. So you don't fire Chris Drury when the Rangers have one of the biggest... They were in the Eastern Conference Finals, then they missed the playoffs completely this year. Don't fire the GM. Fire the coach, who's a scapegoat, which is BS on the whatever. Then, on the reverse of it, you have the Knicks get to the furthest they've ever gotten to in 25 years, and you fire the coach who's been part of the rebuild and part of the reason why the Knicks are where they are at today. So, if this is Dolan getting involved, and now it sounds like they're really just panicking for these coaches, and now they're trying to do... everything's a rumor, but if they're going for Durant and making these giant trades and trying to get Giannis and that and that, that sounds horrible. I'm sorry. It sounds dysfunctional, and it sounds like they're not going to be back in the Eastern Conference Finals next year. It sounds like they're not going to be the same team that they were, and I don't understand, because as an owner, there's no way he didn't have the best profitable year he's had in 25 years, so why would you meddle? So I'm hoping that's why I don't believe it, but the signs are pointing to James Dolan's behind this, because nothing that they're doing makes sense right now. So let's see what happens, but right now I'm not too high on the Knicks, which is a shame because they were just in the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know what's going to happen, but it better not be that.